Did you brush your hair? You just look like you just got the,
What is,
you know,
you say
like,
it looked like I just got banged or something?
yeah.
Banged or something like that? Imagine that, huh? Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday to you. I'm here with Missy Jenn. It is getaway day for us, for Missy Jenn down at UCSF Medical Center, for the neurology department to hopefully get all arranged up and checked in so that she can get the okay for her next infusion. We're going to talk
Right.
about that in a minute, but as you guys know, we got the follow on from the mailbox situation. I did not expect today to be humping 50-pound bags of fast setting concrete and buying a new post for putting up a mailbox. $30 later, the deed is done out there with the pickaxe and the shovel today and mixing up the concrete, blah, blah, blah. Missy Jenn's like, whatever, you know? But you do have a video of showing the after.
I made a video yesterday.
Over on Jenn and Rosie Reality TV. Yesterday she made a video. Make sure you check that out if you want the aftermath. One of the hardest things living here is the amount of action here. When I first moved here, it was never quiet, but it was a lot quieter. People didn't race 80 and 90 miles an hour down streets that are just jam-packed with apartments, and the urban density here is phenomenal in this particular area, and it's just absolutely nuts. And then we have a big ass RV coming, and he pulls out with his tail swing and he takes out our mailbox last night. And I'll tell you, Missy Jenn was, if she could have been out there and seen that.
I heard
Calm
it.
down.
I heard it.
Nice kitty. Nice kitty.
I heard it, and if I see that RV parking there again, I'm gonna be out there.
Nice kitty. Missy Jenn's got that Norwegian warrior blood in her. You don't want her to see her coming landing in a Viking ship on your shore, because remember, they never took prisoners. And
We
they
have
never left
$30 to retrieve, and then we will send them on their way.
You wonder why there's not a lot of Norwegian history, because nobody was alive to write it.
That's right.
That's
Nobody was left alive to tell the story.
The Norwegian queen. Anyway, guys, we are, you can check that out on Jenn and Rosie Reality TV. Missy Jenn did a short video capping up our new mailbox set in concrete out there. We are also to UCSF today, and Missy Jenn is going to be getting her okay clearance, as we said in the beginning, for her next round of Ocrevus. And a lot of people ask, well, why did Missy Jenn come out from Kansas City to California? Well, one reason, Jen, is not only the climate, which I think has been healthier for you here without the high humidity. And of course, Jen has primary progressive multiple sclerosis, which means in theory, it's a degenerative disease that worsens over time. But I think Missy Jenn has battled this to a great effect here, and to great success in dealing with her MS. And I like to think that the medication that she's on, this Ocrevus, contributes to that quite a bit. We're not dissing Missouri, we're not dissing, but you weren't treated in Kansas City. You were treated in Harrison.
Well, it was from Kansas City.
Okay. Yeah, they had a satellite clinic down there.
It was in Harrisonville, yeah.
And this satellite clinic dealt with all neurology, whereas Missy Jenn goes in and sees a neurologist at UCSF that's totally dedicated to multiple sclerosis,
right,
and nothing else. He's one of a team of doctors that works at UCSF, one of which was pioneering and developing this medication, this infusion therapy that Missy Jenn is on. Now, this infusion therapy is done twice a year, correct? Every 6 months.
Every 6 months.
6 hours.
Yeah.
1 hour to prep you. So we go down and we make kind of a day of it down there, and you have to follow up between times to make sure that you're doing okay. So I'm going to be interested in seeing what Missy Jenn has to say in terms to the doctor, in terms of the way she feels this medication has helped her. So I'm going to ask her today, Jen, if you could point to one or two aspects of this therapy, and you could say, this is the benefit, that these are the two benefits that you just ring out to me that I've noticed on this.
The
most pronounced benefits of this for you?
More endurance, and my migraines have pretty much gone down to a level where I am just taking a weak medication for migraines. I don't have to take the powerhouse medication for migraines anymore.
You've actually been reducing several of your medications.
And now I've been reducing the medication for the neuropathy. And I have for a while had really severe reduction in the neuropathy in my hands and arms, but that's now kind of coming back. And the neuropathy in my legs is coming back.
I would say just observing it in endurance would
But
say.
the big key is the endurance and that my migraines are not.
Now you guys don't really know, but you can, Missy Jenn never talked about her MS on YouTube until I went out and met her, and she disclosed to me before I went out. She said, "Hey, you should know I have MS," and I said, well, "You should know I'm an idiot." She said, "Okay, so that's cool. You can, we're even then. We're all good." Went out and hung out with Missy Jenn. We had a grand time and everything. But the thing is, Missy Jenn had a power wheelchair at that time. You spent a lot of your time in the power wheelchair. That's been thrown out here now. Not that there's some days that she doesn't need it, but the thing that's most striking is Jenn could go for about an hour or two, and then you would just get, you'd lose your legging, and sometimes I'd have to help Jenn get through the back door and into her wheelchair, or help her get off the floor sometimes at night. And now that I'm thinking about it, her endurance is such that only it's remarkable if you do need that help, and as opposed to being kind of an everyday thing. So your endurance is a lot stronger too. So naturally, I'm as excited as I can be at the results that Missy Jenn has had, and I'm really praising this medicine. And some of you out there have been contacting Jenn, and some other people have been asking me to ask Jenn about this medicine, Ocrevus. And there's actually a website if you have relapsing and remitting. And even primary progressive, and what's it called? What's the website?
It's www.ocrevus.com.
OCREVUS.com. I think for Jenn, it's been a game changer for her. Now we're coming to the end of that cycle. Now we have our trip coming up to San Diego, and probably after that, Jenn will have her infusion. And I know you're looking forward to that because for a couple weeks you'll kind of drop down to a low a little bit around Halloween, but then she'll bounce up for the holidays and be good to go, huh?
Yeah, I usually have the first month after the infusion is like a slobber knocker.
Yeah. So, well, there it is, guys. Yeah, there it is. We're gonna get some. We're gonna try to get some video today for down in San Francisco. We always like doing that. People like to see the wild hills that you go up and down and things like that. And we may do a review. We'll try to get someplace to get something to eat down there. We have a very early today, so we get out of there early too. And we have plenty of time. Well, thank you, Jenn. That was fascinating
And
today.
I can tell y'all, for anybody with MS, I have been on Rebif, Copaxone, Gilenya,
massive steroids.
Yeah. Massive steroids, and the steroids quit working.
Well, they destroyed your hips. People don't know you had double hip replacement,
Yeah, and I destroyed both hips. And the Ocrevus is like a miracle drug, I call it. And for people with relapse and remitting MS, it can really even be a life changer in epic proportions. I heard some stories that just blow you away. And people with primary progressive MS, it really helps to slow down. So it's the best medication that there is on the market, in my opinion.
There we
And
go.
since I've been on several other medications, I know what I'm talking about.
And they continue to fight forward because remember, this medication is designed to slow the progression of MS. That doesn't mean that there can't be some people in the statistical averages that have a really strong response and even some reversal in symptoms. And the nice thing to know too is
Like
science keeps marching on.
relapse and remitting, they will have, they can have remissions and they will be
Good to go.
having remarkable results.
All right, guys, we've taken 11 minutes of your time today to say thank you much for being along. Love spending time with Missy Jenn when I can get her slowing down from her chooching to sit down in front of the sit in a chair. Yeah, she's got places to go and people to see. Thanks everybody for watching. Make sure you check out the mailbox. Is back in place. It has been concreted in the bottom. Rose Girl humping those 50-pound bags of concrete. Missy Jenn says that's what she should be doing all
The time.
long. Have a good day, everybody. Your thumbs up are appreciated. We love you guys.